Okay, so this video is for Kristen Mama 3, who asked like a bajillion questions, and so totally gets her own video. What is your dream job and why? I would love to be a communications professor and coach speech and debate, or write poems and books for a living. Basically, if it has to do with words, I love it. Where do you want to be in 10 years? Well, I have an aunt that says I'm going to be dead before 30, so that would put me at pretty much decomposed in 10 years. But assuming I'm still around, I'd like to have an advanced degree and be doing something that makes a difference in the world, either teaching or using my words to be an activist. What do you consider your biggest accomplishment? Graduating from college with a respectable GPA and several accolades after 3 years in which I ran two successful clubs, put on two incredibly successful shows, acted in three shows, captained, student coached, and competed with a nationally ranked team, and, oh yeah, had mono at least once. What celeb do you have a crush on and why? I don't really do celebrity crushes. There are like celebs I find hot, of course, but there's not a celebrity that I'm like, OMG, OMG, OMG every time I see them. Who was your first crush? Her name was Brittany, and she was my best friend until I was 13. Do you like cats? Yes, I do. What is your favorite animal and why? I used to always answer emu to this question, and I told people it was because I was emo, but really it was just because I love to say the word emu. Like, emu. But really it's a panther. If you were an animal, what would you be and why? I'd probably be a cat. I'm very, very cuddly when I want to be, but if you piss me off, I'm liable to scratch and hiss for a minute or two. I regard everything with a cool detachment unless something catches my interest, and then I throw myself in with everything I have and double take the hindmost. If you could choose to live in any time period instead of this one, what would it be and why? I'd choose to live 20 years from now. I believe by then we'll have moved towards a more equal society, but there will still be work left to do, always. And I would love to be a part of that work, but see that there can and will be improvement in the areas I think there needs to be improvement in. What do you think about religion and why? I think religion often starts out as a really good and sensible belief system that gets corrupted by people using it to justify things it was never intended to support. I think that because I've taken at least one history class in my life, and because I've been exposed to most of the world's major religions and realized that the things that are done in the name of religion almost never actually relate to the core of the religion. If I ask a lot of questions, will you do more than one video? Yes, you get your own, feel special. Any chance of you growing your hair long? Well, there's always a chance. I don't really like my hair long. I feel ugly and fake with long hair, and I don't know why, I just do. Then again, it might be time to grow it out. We'll see. If you had to choose between a man you were attracted to and a woman you were attracted to, which would you choose? Like, just generically, probably the woman. We've had this conversation. I tend to be much more scared of men than I am of women. Would you rather date a woman or a man? Women make more sense to me in relationships, which is funny because outside of relationships, men tend to make more sense to me. But I'd rather date a person, not their gender. When looking at someone, what attracts you to a person first? Like, what physical features are you most attracted to? Eyes and smile, hands down. Especially quirky smile. What would you do if the world ran out of coffee, my little coffee addict? Have a migraine for a few days and sleep an awful lot more than I do now. Chronic fatigue syndrome is an absolute bitch kitty. Favorite fast food? Jack in the Box. It's a travesty that you've never had it. Will you answer all my questions? Yes, but some of them I texted you the answers to because I didn't feel comfortable putting them in a vlog. Favorite day? Tuesday. It's the day of the week that I do my coaching hours generally, and I love to spend time in my favorite place with my students. Mostly. Favorite drink other than coffee, you addict? Diet Dr. Pepper, although I'm also partial to milk. Favorite person to talk to? Face to face, it's probably her womanly greatness. Anyone else that would compete with her is someone I've never actually been face to face with, like in the same room. Favorite person to text? You silly. You know this. We text all day, every day. Best friend? My Jody Law, repress sex. When you are going to stop speeding and drive safe? When you yelled at me for being an idiot and driving way too fast? Favorite song? Faithfully by Journey, although right now I'm digging I'll Fly With You by Gigi D'Agostino. Favorite picture? Girl with a Pearl Earring. Favorite story? The Paper Bag Princess. If you could marry a cartoon character, who would it be and why? I honestly cannot think of a cartoon character I would consider marrying.